Hey, what's happening, guys? I'm TCG Wolf, and I'm back from the dead bringing you guys a deck profile. It's been a couple months, and I've been doing a whole bunch of different things. I just got back from the Atlanta Regional. This is going to be a Buddy Fight deck profile, and I actually did pretty good. I got 2 round 6 with this deck, and without further ado, I'll go over my matchups and stuff, but this is Legend World. So starting out, you have your Legend World flag because, you know, it's pretty good. And then you play, for the buddy, I'm playing the King Arthur. In SP form too. Looks very, very nice. Looks really good. Yeah, I'll go over the effects too. Might as well go over my matchups though. Round 1 I played against Dungeon World. I got absolutely sacked by it. He played one Tetsuya and one of the Sword and saw it both games, and he impacted me twice, so that was pretty broken. Round 2 I played against a Magic World player, 2-0'd it. Round 3 played against Darkness Dragon World player, 2-0'd it. Round 4 played against another Darkness Dragon World, went to game 3, beat it. Round 5 I played against Magic World, beat that 2-0. And then round 6 I played against Danger World, also kind of got sacked by it as well. He had just absolutely everything, so that was my second loss. But yeah, right before cut to top 8, so I thought I'd go over my matchups really quickly. But I've been having a lot of success with the deck. The deck's a lot of fun. It was the deck I was talking about before the deck even came out, and I love it. So without further ado, here's the deck profile. So starting out for your main cards, you play the 4 King Arthur. I'm gonna drop the King, is what I would say. The King, what he does is you pay a gauge to call him. He's a 4/2/5, which sounds relatively bad, but his abilities do make up for it. So when a link attacks with any hero, including a weapon, you put the top card in your deck into gauge, and he gets penetrate for the turn. So that is really, really good. It gets your things going. You can also attack left and rights to get the gauge off if you're playing against big monsters. So I do play 4 of the King. I think it's mandatory for now. Hopefully the deck gets more support. So far it just says, as time of posting this video, it's just getting support in that trial deck and Sentence 4. So hopefully the heroes will get more support because I feel like they do need it. And then continuing on, I'm playing the 4 Merlin. Merlin's good. He's actually really, really good. As it fuels your Excalibur plays and just getting your advantage off. Usually you'll just get 1 card off of him, but you can get 2. There are times where you also get 0, but there have been times where you just get like 2 Holy Grails, or this and or a Holy Grail and a Spirit, or a Holy Grail and a King Sword. So it's really, really good. What he does. Oh, by the way, I might as well mention you can pay a gauge, discard a hero from your hand, and look at the top of the cards of your deck for up to 2 hero items and /or spells. Put them in your hand, put the rest on the bottom of the deck. So that's his effect. Continuing on for my size 2s, I play the 4 Knights Round Table Percival. It's your 5/3/3 beater. Really, really good first turn, just getting that 3 damage in. So I do play it. I think it's a fantastic card in general. So yeah, play 4 of it. Usually we get sided out, like one we get sided out because I'll go over my side deck as well because I think it's really, really good. I played the 4 Knights of the Round Table, Galahad. He is really, really good and really, really mediocre at the same time. His ability reads, when he link attacks with any hero, you may pay 3 gauge. If you do, put a Holy Grail from your discard pile in your hand. So on paper it's really, really good, and on paper it's really, really bad. But in the late game he's really a really good card because he gets your Holy Grails back in your nullifies. So definitely a fantastic card, especially in the late game. So I do suggest playing 4. I'm playing 4 of all the Knights. I feel like it's standard. You play 4 of the Gawain. When he link attacks with another hero, he gets penetrate. So him and Arthur make a 4 damage, link, and Arthur gets the gauge. So it's really, really good. So build your gauge back up. So I do play 4 of him, and then I play 4 of the move in Gareth. Gareth is really good, but he also gets sided out because I feel like he's the least useful out of it, even though it can move because everything can penetrate nowadays. So that is most definitely a thing. So yeah. Going into the other ones, I play the non Knights Round Table. I still play 2. This was a really cool meta call. It's the Demon Vanquishing Emperor Beowulf. He is a 3/2/2. When he attacks a monster with dragon, it automatically kills it. So it's really, really good. And he's also a hero, so you can fuel it for Excalibur, stuff like that. So I do play 2. I think it's a good meta call to play 2. I also played 1 Windfairy Sylph. You pay 1 gauge. It's size 0, 1/1/1. It's not really relevant. You can put it in the center, do whatever. When it's enters the field, you can put an item from your discard pile in your hand. So it's really, really good. Or your drop zone, whatever you like to call it. I do play one. And also play one Zlatarog. When it enters the field, you can gauge two. The reason why these are one is because they are wider circle. But they're really, really good. I found myself citing this out every game as well because this card's not needed. But Zlatarog's good first turn and just all the different plays. You know, gaining gauge is really, really good. So yeah, that's it for the monsters, for the creatures. Going into spells, I played the 4 of the Sembel Guard. When your life is 6 or less, you may cast, paying 1 gauge to draw 2 cards. You can only play once per turn. But if you have Brethren Guard in your drop zone, which I will go ahead and reveal right now, this you do not have to pay the cast cost, so it's free, draw 2. And my favorite card all weekend is the 2 Brethren Guard. Brethren Guard is, well, first of all, in combination with Sembel Guard, if you have this in your drop zone, this is free draw 2, so it's really, really good. But I want to talk about Brethren Guard. I'm definitely bumping this card up to at least 3, and I have one on my side whenever I went into the event. So, but what it does is you can pay 2 gauge. It's a counter. Either nullifies the spell cast by an opponent or destroy a spell on the field. If you have, but the second effect's not relevant because I don't play Berserk Guard. It's not needed in the deck. But the fact that you can just nullify spells. Against the Magic World player, he was a 7. I had 7 damage exactly on board. I had Link Attack for 7, and he cast a spell, and then I nullified it in 1. But this card, you nullify the draw 2s, you nullify everything. It's definitely an amazing card. Spell negation in this deck in this game's broken. And the gauge you can build is really, really good. So I played 2, probably bumping up to 3. Amazing card. I'm so glad I played it. And then going on to others, you play the 4 Holy Grail. You nullify the deck. There's no reason to play less. It's amazing, and it looks beautiful. So, if I could play 49, I probably would. I play 4 of the Heroic Spirit. It's your counterattack of the deck. It's really, really good. I really like it, especially when they try to kill your rears off, because this deck does kind of need its setup and like control. This deck does control. I found myself all day just killing rears off, killing rears, just to be able to control the board, and then just being able to like slowly maintain advantage. And with stuff like Merlin, you can maintain your advantage really, really easily. So I do play 4 of the counterattacks that keep your guys alive. So it's very, very good. A lot of people try to kill the king, and the king would get 8,000 defense, and it would swing over for 7. So a lot of things couldn't really, take that. So I'll play 4. Continuing on, I play the 2 Shield of Achilles main decked. It was really, really fantastic. I also have one of these in the side as well, which I'll get into soon. If you would be dealt damage, you can cast this card, and it's reduced by 2. One's also Hollow Bump, which looks really, really nice. Kind of hard to see. I'll try to show you guys. Yeah, you guys can see it Hollow Bumped. I really like how they do the Hollow Buffs. But yeah, this is just really, really good. It's a Olympus, so it's not hero, but the White Dragon Shield essentially is really, really good. Also cited that in every game. Cited in another one every game. Then I play the 2 Divine Protection Pride one. If you would be dealt damage, you can pay 2 gauge. If you do, you equip this card. Damage is reduced by 2, and it's a counter, so you can. It's essentially a nullify. It's essentially a shield, but it's a permanent shield, and it's an equipment change, and equipment change is really, really good with all your swords. So I'll put this right here. Then I play the 2 Immortal Sword Durandal, not my buddy, but you can be. He's a 6/1, usually just good for clearing monsters. He also has equipment change, and he cannot be destroyed by effects from your opponent's cards. So he's good. Essentially, what equipment change is, if I have like this equipped, I can play this over, and this goes back to my hand. So yeah, just a lot of good plays. Against the Darkness Dragon World player, I will go over what I did. It's really, really nutty. Yeah, play 2 of that, and then you play the 2 Sword of the Kings. I did not get off this card all day in Atlanta when it came to the regional. I got it off all time in testing, but when it came to Atlanta, I didn't want to have to discard my Holy Grails. I didn't side the card out because the card's really, really good. It's a 10,003 attack, or it's 10,003 crit, double attack that can't be negated by any card with shield in its name, but and it's also got equipment change as well, so that's really, really good. And if you get it off, you win the game. There should be no reason why you're losing the game. But discarding the Holy Grail and having 10 heroes is like a late game card. This just it's really, really good though. I wouldn't suggest cutting it, but if I open it in my hand, I gauge it just because there's no point in holding a card that is going to be dead for that long. But I do love the card. It's definitely the best weapon in the game, in my opinion. Right there, up there with Gold Ritter. So yeah. So yeah, I'll go ahead and go into my side deck. 10 card side. Starting out, I played. Well, I might as well go into this card. This card's the absolute blowout versus Magic World. This card, people didn't know about this card today, or at the event, and it's just an absolute auto win. So you pay a gauge for the equipment cost. Damage that would be dealt to you other than from an attack is reduced by 1. So any Magic World burn card is automatically reduced by 1. Absolute blowout against the Wizard Burn deck. And also, it also takes down Penetrate by 1 as well. You can set it against Darkness Dragon World. I didn't because I had a better card against Darkness Dragon World. But it's definitely a blowout. It just wins games. I activated it and the guy was just like, well, I can't win, I lose. Then I play 4 of the Dragon World / Darkness Dragon World card, / also Ancient World if you were to play against it. When this card attacks a monster with dragon in its name, also destroy it. So essentially, what I would do is against the Darkness Dragon World player, I would play this, attack their monster, and then whenever they would go to cast anything, I would bounce this card back to my hand, and then play the Pride one, and then I would just do this again over and over again. It's just infinite, just destruction, destroy, and control. So it's really, really good. So I did play side of this for an. It just blow out in the matchups. It's just really, really good. And for my last 2 cards was the one extra Breath and Guard. Like I was talking about, the card's amazing. I definitely suggest playing 3. Probably not 4, because you probably see it too much, but it's just an amazing card to see, especially first turn if your opponent only has 6 cards in hand, and they go to like activate like a nice one or something, or a card that just lets you draw 2 cards. You just nag it, make them go nag. It's just really, really good for going for game as well. Like if they're at 4, you make attack with another hero, and they try to null it, you just do this for game. Also, I played the one extra Shield of Achilles, like I was talking about. These cards came in every single game, no question. But also for the Magic World players, and then any Dragon World deck, or any card with dragon in its name, just automatically kills it. So that is really, really good. So yeah, this was my side, or this is my deck. I've really, really been liking Magic World. Even though it's not like the best deck out right now, because I feel like Dungeon World just got the best, support, definitely the most consistent in what it can do. The Tetsuya thing is amazing. I do love this deck a lot, and it's really been working well for me. And since I hope they will bring more support to the deck, because I feel like the deck needs some more support, because consistency can be a problem. And if you're playing this version, the adventurers, or the heroes do need them other guys on the board to be able to go off. But yeah, I definitely love this deck. Deck's definitely one of my favorite decks, and I suggest you guys try it because it works and it's a lot of fun. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, I am TCG Wolf, and this is a SP offer. But yeah, until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll bring you guys more deck profiles. I'm Wolf, and I'm signing out. Take it easy, guys.